What is up, Dong Army? It's your boy Royce. In case you've never seen one of my videos before, I am a rising third-year MD PhD student at UPenn, and I've been doing this YouTube thing for about a year and a half now. I started last February was my first video. So what started as a hobby and a creative outlet has quickly turned into my main profession. And whenever my friends ask me, Royce, it seems like you're having a really tough time financially. What do you do for a living? I reply to them, not that I'm an MD PhD student and that I'm going to be a surgeon scientist, but instead that, first and foremost, I'm an artist, and I put a lot of effort into my craft and sharing my creative artwork with you guys. So there are a lot of reasons to want to start a YouTube channel, and the whole point of this video is to share with you guys some of the tips that I've personally discovered on the way that I hope can help you guys in successfully jumpstarting your YouTube channel from 0 subscribers and to reach your first 1,000, which is a very exciting milestone. So one of the best ways to get subscribers is to buy them. A lot of really reputable websites exist out there. For example, free YouTube subscribers, .cash.gov, only subs xxx.org, and virus.virus. And I could be going on for hours. This is just 3 of 4 websites that I know that sell subscribers, and they're really great because each subscriber only costs $2, and you only have to give up some slight personal information like the street that you grew up on, your mother's maiden name, and your social security number. But that's a small sacrifice to make in order to achieve your dream of becoming a creative and becoming an artist. So my recommendation is to use these very reputable websites to buy 950 subscribers. Now comes the hard part, how to get those last 50 subscribers. And there's a common idiom that us, YouTubers like to say, the general audience like you guys would know. The idiom is, the first 950 are easy, the last 50 are hard. You can get 2 really easily from your parents, 2 from your mom's 2 Gmail accounts, and 1 really unproductive conversation with your father who tells you that you should stop wasting your time pursuing these trivial things like YouTube and using your potential more wisely. But of course, this is just flowery advice that you should definitely not listen to because he doesn't know you, you know you best. The next step is to beg your fiance to sub. Beg her mutual friends because you don't have any friends of your own, and also beg your cousins that you haven't talked to in years, but you see them as future subscribers and therefore $signs. This extensive and desperate process should net you another 3 subs. So now you just have 45 subscribers left in order for you to achieve your big life dream. Unfortunately, you've exhausted all of the effective methods of growing your channel, so now you have to resort to more unconventional means, what pretentious people might call organic growth, whatever that means. For the rest of this video, I'm going to lay out 4 tips that you can follow to get your last 45 subscribers. Tip number 1 is to find a niche. As a creative and an artist and a YouTuber, you definitely do not want to create content that is extremely similar to the next person's. You want to make your content different enough so that people want to click on your channel. There are a lot of med student YouTubers out there, but for me personally, I'm really good at creating extremely unique content like day in the life's, MCAT tutorial videos, reading my personal statement, all these videos that no one else has ever done before. I'm doing for the first time. I'm really a trailblazer if you think about it. I'm creating this content that no one has ever created before. I've personally invented these videos, and so that is why I've achieved so much success and have almost 2,000 subscribers. It's really not rocket science. Tip number 2 is to be consistent. How YouTube works, how channels grow, how videos accumulate views is gradually over time. Time is to your advantage. You want to invest as early as possible. If you've been sitting on trying to start a channel, I'd recommend you just post in the next week. A common trap that I've seen that I've experienced too is, I want to be a perfectionist. I just want to, post content only when I have the entire production perfected. And what ends up happening is the video will never get published. You'll constantly be approaching that asymptote of perfection, but never quite hitting it, and that only delays the growth of your channel. Consistency is honestly key, and that's why for me personally, I post videos, once every 1 or 2 months whenever the electricity bill comes in, and I find myself strapped for cash, and that's just a reminder to myself that I got to create this art and present it to my fans. who are you guys. A big tip is to make something that is useful to society. You know, it's really tempting to want to create vlogs or whatever and expect people to click on it, but to be honest, you know, if people don't know who you are, they have no impetus to want to click on your videos. You want to create stuff that people will search for in the YouTube search bar, stuff that'll make people happier, stuff that people will find useful to improve their lives. And to be honest with you, this is not something that I've achieved on my channel yet, so I can't really lead by example here, but I just know theoretically that this is something you want to achieve. And a huge tip that I just cannot stress enough is to be yourself. It's really easy to see, you know, other YouTubers who are established and want to emulate them. For me personally, I would see a lot of, you know, med student influencers or, you know, doctor influencers, and I would say to myself, yeah, this style of video I could see myself fitting into really well. You know, I would fall into this trap of wanting to emulate these kinds of videos myself, but then I realized, you know, like, why make YouTube videos if you're not gonna be yourself? You know, why make YouTube videos that are, you know, directly a form of expressing yourself if you're not even gonna be yourself in those videos? Why put on this facade that you're this super, you know, put together, professional kind of person if you're, you know, exactly not that kind of a person? Doing this only hinders your creative process, and that's probably not going to make you happy in the long run because you're just putting on a front that isn't you. And so that's why in my videos you get exactly the Royce that my friends see. You know, that is a Royce who is extremely toxic and says stuff that makes neurons neurodegenerate. I hope you guys can appreciate the fact that I am the same Royce that exists on the day-to-day. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know if you found it helpful, let me know if you found it entertaining, and I'll see you guys next week.